Don't turn the light out, let it burn brighter. I can see so clearly now. For every fear that's fading, another heart is waiting. It takes a man to hold things down.
Well, welcome back to the Not in My Lifetime channel. Yeah, that was a new intro, and yes, people are probably wondering. I know LB used these tracks quite a lot. Don't worry. It's more for me the fact that I love Messi Kelly, more from watching his streams enough times. So I thought, you know what, I messaged the band, see if they're right, me letting them put more music on the different channel as well. And also LB was all good with it as well. And I know the credit thing should be up a lot longer than that. I've got to edit that for next time, but you know, again, it's first gonna interact that for the first time. It's quite a longer one, but it gives a chance for everyone to sort of get in here and get ready for the stream. Before I keep waffling on, though, Alf, how you doing, man? All good?
Yeah, chilling. It just had a good stream earlier with Luke. Connect will make it sadly because he felt sick, but yeah, I'm just chilled like now because like I'm like I think we'll beat Nottingham Forest. I think we're getting better again. So I'm just chilled right now. I'm just like, yeah, season is almost over. We're almost there. We're almost out of our suffering. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, and Dory, Bevo actually will be. Bevo's just on the chat now, but as soon as he gets his stream ready to go, I will get him on board with us. So it'll be three of us there, which is good. Big up Dash. Yeah, with Master like subscribe if you haven't already.
I'm the bench player for the Bevo.
Oh, there you are. You all right?
How you doing?
All good, mate. All good. Obviously, I've anyway. I was just telling people. Obviously, I wanted to get more Messi Kelly, more prop out there as well. Obviously, I know LB does a lot anyway, but I thought it'd be good. The band. I know that I was playing tonight and in Manchester tonight, so good to get them a bit more people out there looking stuff. Again, that intro is not a little bit. I've got to try and get the stuff sorted for that. But again, first time doing it, it'll be much better next time. A bit more stuff included in it. But big up the chat, everyone's in already. Do you know what? While I'm going through the chats, we'll get the conversation going already. Now, obviously, I've talked about Villa just now, but obviously, you've obviously been a while since you've been on channel, about a week or so since last stream, I think, mate. About a week.
Me? Yeah. About a week, something like that.
So I'll ask you first, Bev. That's all right. So last to play wins, Everton and Villa. Wouldn't say that they're breathtaking performances, but they're good results themselves. I mean, how are you feeling so far?
To be honest, mate, right now I'm taking points over performances. Just let's just get over the line, you're right, Poppy. Just get over the line, get the result. It's results over performances at the moment. Secure top 5, get Champions League football again next season, and I mean, it wasn't a dreadful performance. The first 17 seconds of the Villa game did scare me a little bit because obviously Rashford hit the post. But then once we'd kind of settled down a little bit, I thought we were the better team. It looks like, it looks like the master tactician is now back with Pep Guardiola. So that's, it says it all, doesn't it? Really, they break up, we lose, God knows how many games in a row. Get back together, we start winning again. So, yeah.
Well, happy Pep is definitely going to be an improvement on real criticize him for what he's been doing. We also understand how it can be when something changes like that in your life. A lot's going on. It doesn't matter who you are, man. We're all human beings with stuff going on that can really affect your mentality and where you are. But I think you see him himself. He's confident again, happier again in actions. And it's nice to see him back to the old Pep again. Obviously, still got the way to go before back to where we were originally.
Talking of being back to old Pep,
it's already starting race.
that celebration when Nunes scored, I've not seen Pep like that in a very long time.
You see that Lee Gunnar thing about that celebration.
Yeah,
you see Lee Gunnar's post about that.
Oh, he used to be all right. Like I used to actually agree with a lot of his views, but quite recently he's turned into a bit of a tool. So
a bit of a rage better recently. Don't know why. It's just I know he's probably got his opinion still, but sometimes we got opinions. Almost like my opinion that mad. Like,
you know what though? I advise you watch his second channel if you're gonna watch him, because on his second channel, he's so much more calm. On his main channel, I think it's almost a persona. I think he's doing, and he's like
it's
even
definitely clickbaity and rage baity and stuff. More recently, but it seems to be that a lot of channels are going kind of that way and saying the most outrageous things just because they know it'll get views.
Well,
that's always been the case, though, hasn't it, on YouTube?
But I mean, even more recently, especially for like content, like I think you do get channels like LB, ourselves, obviously, for many people, they're still talking from their opinion. Like, I'm sorry, I'm never going to be that person, but because I would lie to myself if I tried to pretend to be something. Honestly, yourself's better than lying to yourself. That's what I've always said. That way, you know where you stand on things. But yeah, I mean, in terms of yesterday, right? Also, this on Tuesday, I think that was a big moment because if we had drawn that game, I don't really necessarily complain if we had drawn against Villa. But I think the fact that we were at home, I said before, if we were at home, it was a draw in the park, I'd have taken it all day. Especially at Villa Park, how they can be. But the Etihad, you got to be winning a game like that, especially in a tight battle right now. Like, we're third right now, obviously, depending on results this weekend. That win was crucial. A draw would have been enough for me. Now, those two extra points are massive in this race because it could be just getting 6th, 5th, or 4th, even more than that. It's so crucial that kind of result. I'm happy we got it again because. I don't
get it for football. I don't get if the football is woeful, but if we're just getting something to look at, and it's not like we're conceding 20 chances, and if we can watch the football, the game, and be a bit calm, it's a lot chiller, isn't it? It's just a lot nicer to watch a game and know you're not going to concede the first time it's a shot. It's Wi-Fi died.
Possibly. We're back in a bit. It happens every now and again, but it'll be right in a bit. Big up Darsh back on the stream again. Yeah, it's celebrations, bro. I think for me, I was buzzing because I was like, though it's a title-winning game, but it's for us, our mentality is massive because it gives us the right big boost. In this game, especially going to Wembley on Sunday as well. Pep's the happy guy. Misses back. He has a winning team because we give him head tips. Yeah, the shadow. That's why
Pep and I don't get along. Like it's natural enemies, and it's.
Yeah. What did you do that for? You're bold.
Agenda's got a gent,
Where's the beard?
You know what? I can't go out on right now because there's a wedding soon in my family. But in the summer, I'm going to grow out a beard just to prove I can.
Yeah.
And then I'll shave it off again. We will be there.
We'll be there. We will be there. No, but look, genuinely, it was a big result. Because you want people, obviously, in the city and that, but for us particularly, especially up towards end of March, it's been up and down. Like since 1-1 and 14, it's been like 2 wins, draw, lost, draw. It's been so consistent results for us to finally get a real a good run of form finally for the first time. Obviously, bar the derby, bit of poor performance there.
When is the last time we've conceded twice? Well, Crystal Palace, but we scored 5 in that, so it doesn't count. When's the last time we conceded twice without scoring like 4 times or something like that?
It's been a while, hasn't it? And I think defensively as well, I'm happy. Like Gvardiol has been brilliant centre back. Been brilliant.
I agree.
For the first time, like obviously left back, it was good anyway. But I think now we've got O'Reilly playing left back now. You finally see Gvardiol and D at the back, which I'm asking for ages to see them two together. It's a good combination because Gvardiol can finally play his actual position he's always played for before. Obviously, he's good going forward. It's nice to see him being in that position with Diaz. And look, Diaz hasn't been perfect himself, really. But both together, it's just a lot more. It could bind more together. It could give him a good right back next to him and maybe left back as well when you've got a good defender in Europe and that.
I agree. And I think you can play with that as well. I think you can play with that a bit. Like, I think, for example, you can rest Diaz in the upcoming, well, maybe not in the FA Cup, but you can rest Diaz against Wolves and stuff. Like, it's just like these players are tired. Yeah? Gvardiol and Diaz, both of them are tired. So against Wolves, I think we can rest like Diaz against Wolves, and then against Southampton we can rest Gvardiol because we have Gustinov on the bench to come on. And Gustinov, we've seen him at centre back. He's had a balls moment in him, let's be honest, but for the most part, he's been solid.
Yeah, I mean, I was chatting to Bev about this before, obviously off stream as well. Like, we're both really impressive Vardiol recently, and just the way the defense has been recently. I think it's obviously part of a bit of a shit show, but the way that recently we're starting to see a bit more of a stable back four for the first time in a while. It's nice because we knew how we were in that November-December period, where how bad it was, inconsistent it was, and it was a mess. I mean, the middle was worse. Defensively, it wasn't great either. I mean, midfield-wise, is a different one because it's either Nico playing 1 week. There's all 4 of the other players to get one. It's not consistent at the moment. I'm not sure what our best midfield is going to be right now. I mean, I'm not sure who will play on Sunday because the whole different game than other games. But it's weird. I think we need, but for me, that midfield needs sorting out. Though. It doesn't matter how well we're playing right now. I still want a long-term midfield free to use rather than just consistently swapping and changing between different players. Yeah, but yeah. I mean,
by the way, just not to be because I know I like bragging. Like a lot of people seem to get offended when I'm like the guy who says "I told you so," but I told you so. And I admit when I'm wrong, so I get to brag when I'm right as well. Like just saying, I admit when I'm wrong. So I also get to brag when I'm right. It's like divine right. It's like a trade-off.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but mate. I mean, I'll ask you though, Joe. Instead of raving about performance itself, right? What still needs to improve long term? What is this left to do?
Long term, or in just this season?
Well, let's do this season first, rather, because long term we need to rebuild. But let's say short term for the here and now up to the end of the season.
I think you've got to keep Gvardiol and Diaz at centre back for the important games at least. I don't think you can drop O'Reilly. I think he's been too good to drop.
Yeah,
100%. I don't think you can drop O'Reilly. He's been too good to drop. I don't think you can drop Nunes. I think Nunes against Villa was fantastic. The tricky one, I think, is going forward. As good as Doku's been, I don't want to see him start because I feel like he's an impact player. He's someone that you can bring on in the 60th minute, and I've said this to you off air as well. With Doku, he's someone where, say you've got Mamouche out on the left wing, running at the right back for the best part of 60 minutes, and then imagine putting Doku out there. It's almost like Jesus Christ, like, well, we've just had to put up with Mamouche running at us for 60 minutes. Now we've got to put up with Doku running at us for half an hour. Exactly, yeah. I see very much Doku as an impact player. Whether he's happy to be that or not is another thing, but I think he's definitely someone that you should be bringing off the bench when you've got a bit of tired legs at right back. Personally, I wouldn't change too much from the Villa game. I know that the midfield's a bit old, and there's going to be players that come in and out. You're going to see probably Nico Gonzalez come in for either Kovacic or Gundogan at some point. I think you're probably going to see some minutes towards the end of the season for Phil Foden. I think he'll come on for Cav. But other than that, I'd probably keep the same lineup as what we did against Villa because it worked.
Yeah. No,
Now I know it's not going to work against every team, but most of the teams that we come up against basically just sit and play the low block against us. Now the players that we had on the pitch were perfect for teams that are just going to sit there and play the low block. That kind of football isn't going to work against maybe teams like Forest, because Forest like to play quick counter football, and I don't think we've got the legs in midfield to get back quick enough. So I think we'll probably see a change there. Maybe a change against Bournemouth as well. But I think for the Wolves game, I think you should probably play the same team.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think as well, Haaland coming back as well. Obviously not back yet. He's back soon, but obviously Edison's back almost as well. But I doubt he'll play Sunday. The point is, we've got players coming back at least, which is good. So we'll have a bit more of a.
I don't want to see Haaland. I don't want to see him. Because the way that I see it is, in the past he's been very, very injury prone, especially with that foot. What I don't want to happen is to rush him back for the sake of playing, Bournemouth or Wolves or, Fulham or whoever we've got towards the end of the season. I'd rather give him the rest that he needs and then start integrating him back in the World Cup, ready for next season, because we cannot afford to go into the start of next season with, a Haaland with a broken foot or something, because that would just be absolutely devastating. So
I hear you on that. I hear you on that, but at the same time, I kind of want him to be on the bench for the FA Cup final.
Yeah.
If we get to the FA Cup final, I want him to be on the bench.
Yeah, no. I mean, if the physios and the doctors have cleared him to play, then by all means we could put him on the bench. But I don't think we should be spamming him out for 90 minutes.
No,
obviously not.
No. We've got Marmouche now. We can play both of them, together, one or the other. We can do that now, which is good. But yeah, you need to come in. It's weird, right? Because the thing is, everyone I love Nico Gonzalez. I think I've been good so far, seeing what we're given, but there's also been games where the four older players worked as well. I'm not saying that's what the long-term option should be for them older players to be playing. Whereas he's playing Nico one game, then dropping the bench the next one. Is he going to play on Sunday now? Or is he going to play the four older players again? What's he going to play on Sunday?
I think with Nico, he has to play because you can't play Gundogan, Kovacic, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva 2-3 games a week.
No.
You can't do it. Especially Gundogan. The guy's pushing 35.
35 already, isn't he?
Oh, there you go. 34.
He's still 34. Okay.
So that, and I think that's been the main problem all season, is that you've got such an age in midfield where you have to rotate. You don't have a choice. But then they don't have enough games together to build up a momentum.
Chemistry.
And to build up a chemistry, because when you play a game, you then get used to playing with the same players, and then you build up a rhythm and a momentum game by game.
Yeah, but you can also play in partnerships, can't you? You can play in partnerships. Like you can have Nico Gonzalez always play with the same guy next to him, and then you can have Gundogan always play together with Bernardo Silva or something like that. You can make partnerships like that, and I think that's still work.
And I think that's been the problem this season, is the fact that the three that we've been playing in midfield just haven't been playing together regularly enough to build up that momentum.
No.
So if you look at, say, like next season, for example, next season you're going to have Rodri, probably Wirtz, and maybe like a Gibbs White, or or a Foden, or whoever you want to play in that 8-10 role, whichever one you want to play the Wirtz in. I'd imagine that Wirtz will probably be the 10, so you'd need an 8. But those three, you're probably going to see for the majority of the season. And then you're going to see the likes of Kovacic coming on after 60 minutes. You're going to see Nico Gonzalez come on after 50, 60 minutes to give Rodri a rest. So you're bringing players in to then give the main players sort of a rest. But this season, there hasn't really been main players, because up until recently, no one's kind of performed to the levels that we need them to perform at. So there's been too much chopping and changing. So I think that's mainly where the problems have been this season.
Yeah, I agree on that one. Is Maxi banned this week? I think he is, isn't he? He's banned because is it to me booking something like that from not red card?
Yeah, I don't believe. I think it's for the Premier League. I don't know if that translates to DFA Cup.
I'm not sure on that one.
Because it's like the amount of yellow cards you collected, right? Like if you get a red card, you're out in the FA Cup, but like.
Yeah, but doesn't that carry across into the league? Now, I don't think he picked up a yellow card in the league, did he?
No, I don't know about that one.
Oh, did he?
Let me check.
I was going to say, I don't think he picked up a yellow against Villa.
Forest second worst team possession, and they're in fourth place.
Did.
Yeah, they are. They're 100%. I think it'll be definitely a character-lacking game for Forest thing against us. I can't see him being a pressing team against us at Wembley. It'll be definitely a much more reserved performance, probably. Big up for Medable, Eden and Blue frauds. Yeah, we're all frauds here. We're all City fans that are frauds. Are the rules about Cole Palmer? I hope they're not. By the way, I hope we're not going back for the Palmer, because that would be. I know Palmer's a good player, whatever, but if we're going backwards again. Like, and this is the thing.
See, with Palmer, I don't know if it is going backwards, because he's been allowed to go and get the minutes that he deserves and to shine. So, and they're minutes that he wouldn't have got at City. Now, he's been given an opportunity to go and play for a team regularly, and he's shown what he can do. I don't know if he will come back, because I don't know if he fits the system for what we need. Especially if we're getting Wirtz in, where'd you play Palmer? Do you play him alongside Wirtz and have 2 10s, or do you play him on the right wing, but you've got Oscar Bob and Savinho and Foden that can play that? I just don't think if we are getting Wirtz, he's not a player really that we need.
What I will say, and I'm not sure if this is an unpopular opinion or not, but I think he's not a bad player. I think that Cole Palmer thrives from having a bit of freedom and a bit of chaos on the pitch. And Pep is a very orderly guy. Pep doesn't like chaos on the pitch. But I think that Cole Palmer is the best when there is a bit of chaos on the pitch and he creates that chaos. Like if you look at Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool, they were trying to create chaos. The entire game it was chaotic. And those players thrived in that, didn't it? So I think that Palmer would never really be I'm not saying he will be bad for us, but I don't think he'd be as good for us in a Pep system, which is very orderly, as he is for Chelsea, a little bit at least more chaotic system.
Before we carry on, big up Steve. I hope all's okay, man. I know you've been off streaming for a little bit this season. I don't know what's going on, mate, but obviously if you want to message me, Bevo, or anyone at all in the community, please feel free. Our DMs are open if you want to talk to us about anything. But big up to you. Obviously, I hope everything goes okay with you. I mean, get yourself sorted. And hopefully, we'll see you soon in streams again. Hopefully.
Yeah. Big up, Steve. A real top supporter of the channel. Really, really nice guy. And if I hope everything's okay.
He's jealous of my hair, but he's a chill guy.
But that's Steve though. Steve takes the piss out of everyone. It's kind of his thing. So
Yeah.
you got it. But
I do it too. I do it too.
for me, you need someone like Steve in the community to put everyone in check. You need someone like that because it keeps you humble, keeps you focused.
You know when you
Fair
come, when you come onto a stream, like you look forward to Steve in the chat because he's at some point he's going to make you laugh pretty much all night. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, big up to him, man. Now you love the piece. Trust me, Steve. We actually appreciate you when you're on these streams because it makes the streams even more enjoyable. And look, obviously we get it. Like life comes first for anything. Life and health comes first. So I wish you all the best. Hope everything goes okay. And we'll see you very soon, hopefully for next season, depending on how long you're off for, obviously. But yeah, big up to you, mate. Who makes joke? Who not on Blue? Well, look, it's house captain as Blue Hot. There's plenty of people in Martin streams that do jokes and things. I'm sure we'll see people at some point. So trust me, we've got a plethora of them. I'm all the City fans that
I think now's the time for some of you lot in the chat to step up and take that spot. You've got DC, you've got Formidable, you've got Sabotti, you've got Rosa, you've got a few solid names
We've got
in
to
there.
start up the ante, lads. Up the ante.
You've got a few solid names in there.
Competitive Jetix now. Competitive Jetix.
I was score with Forest. Do you know what? I think the same, Steve. I think win 3-1. I think the game is set up well for us to get a good result in it. As long as we don't make any stupid mistakes. Because Forest, we're a team that can capitalise on that. As long as we're as comfortable as we are defensively as been recently, and we go into the game respecting them, but being clinical I think it can be a 3-1 win. But it's down to obviously the right team and all that kind of stuff. But we should win the game, I reckon. I'm not sure about you. That's all of it anyway. Forest.
I'm terrible at making jokes. Don't worry, just make terrible jokes. Just make terrible jokes.
Yeah, just do it. Honestly, yeah. 1-3-1, 2-1. How about you two? Feeling about the Forest game?
Yeah, I said 2-1 on Blue Friday show. Did I say 2-1?
Yeah,
I think I did. So I'll stick with that. I'll stick with that.
Yeah.
4-0.
4-0. To Man City.
It's Forest. Oh God, season over. Back being negative. Fraud.
I just think it'll be too much of an occasion for Forest. Going to Wembley, semi-final of an FA Cup. Their season in the Premier League starting to take a decline. For me, I just think it'll be too much for them.
No, that's fair enough. I think I'll be right. I think we'll score 2 goals on Sunday.
You know what I said to Luke as well? You know what I said to Luke on Blue Friday show? Like, I've gone through all the games that Forest played this season. And most of the points they've dropped are actually at bigger pitches. So Wembley is a big pitch. So that was just something I noticed. They play significantly worse when they're on a big pitch. So I think that has an effect as well, because people say, oh, the pitch doesn't matter, but it does sometimes. Some teams are really trained to play on a small pitch to frustrate the bigger teams and to frustrate the possession-based teams. And I think that Forest, as well as the occasion, how many of the Forest players have played at Wembley twice in their career?
Oh,
not a lot. Not a lot.
Because
I think get
didn't Forest go up in the playoffs, didn't they?
Yeah, but playoffs is different. I mean, like
yeah, I
Wembley
know,
and
but
I
don't know. Question. It is a good question, but I think because I think Palace beat Villa tomorrow. I think Palace, because I think the way Villa are playing at the moment, they're playing really well. But Palace have players like Mateta and Eze that on the counter attack can score some good goals. I think one of those that are quite open compared to our game. I think there'll be a shock in that one. I think we'll beat Forest, but I think there'll be a shock in the Villa game. That's what I'm feeling right now. Yeah,
I think it will be an interesting game, but I think Villa will win. I think Villa will win just barely.
Oh God.
So you only like Luke and Alf. Cheers, Steve.
I take it back.
No, I'll take it all back. I'm done.
Bye.
Chelsea, yeah, Nabil, yeah. I think. Do you know what? I think we'll get a clean sheet. I think. Do you know what? I think we probably can get a clean sheet if we're just on it defensively. That's been recently. No, I think he'll stay in 2027 now, but I think that's when we get a new manager in. That's what I'm feeling right now.
Nagelsmann contract. Well, it doesn't expire, but like it's a clause in his contract that's like to get him off in 2027. So I see a lot of people talking about Nagelsmann probably being pre-arranged already as Pep's replacement. There's no truth to that. It's all speculation, but like that's something to think about.
Steve.
Well, if the performances aren't there and the availability isn't there, Steve, we got to switch it up sometimes. No, I'm joking.
We have to. We're still making jokes for the way God, mate. Come on.
Hey, if Haaland isn't available, Mamouche is playing.
Exactly. Yeah. There's always someone ready to take over if need be. Yeah. See, the thing is, right, with Foden, right? I wouldn't start on Sunday. I still would play him on the bench because for me, with Foden, he's got a play himself into the team anyway to get the form going. But two, we'll start playing a consistent team. I can't just be throwing any old player's name in there. Oh, he's back, put him in there. No, I want to see the players that are on form right now be the ones playing in these kind of games. And obviously, off the bench, sure, feel free. But that's kind of where I'm a bit more consistency in the lineups at the moment. They won't go anywhere. Yeah, it's what I mean. I think Nagelsmann would definitely be my choice, but I just feel like at the moment it's still up in the air on that one. It's not confirmed anything. It's just speculation. So we'll see what happens in the next year or so. But
for me as well, Pep made that decision. Pep, it's alleged that his wife had said to him, effectively, it's me or the club, and he chose the club. Now, at the end of the day, his wife has to respect that this is his career and he's doing something that he loves doing. And as any wife, partner, husband, whatever it should be, doesn't matter, you should always just support your significant other in their whatever they're doing.
yeah.
So for me, he's already made that decision. He's probably said, listen, I'm staying at sea. You can either like it or lump it, love. So
It's gone night. Bernardo's a shoehorn. I think with Bernardo, right? And do you know what? Look, I think the fact that Brian and Bernardo are both going, can't tell me then that means good confidence just staying this season. Then that's where I think. Like, oh, by the way, I got big up Rich for the raid, but I'm just going to say it now. You'll see a few United fans in the comments, guys. So be ready for the fight of a lifetime, guys. All right.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. They'll be hiding behind the tears by the fact that they're closer to the bottom of the table than they are the top.
What is the points difference between Man City and Man United right now?
38 points compared to 61.
I'll tell you what. Here's the question for you. What gap is bigger? City United in the table or Scott Carson's teeth?
Respect to GOAT, man. Respect to GOAT. What is this?
Respect Carson in his community.
Oh, I love Scott Carson. I love him.
Yeah. Steve, exactly, yeah. We win 20 leagues. Well, bro, I don't really want to speak to you anyway, in terms of United. I don't really... The thing is...
Hey, he's got a picture of him climbing there. Do you reckon that's the only way that they can go anyway, isn't it? Up. They can't get any worse.
Anyway,
so
anyway, is up, isn't it?
Stick all the United players on that wall because they need to start getting themselves up a little bit.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? If we get found guilty of 115, you'll still be playing Man United in Championship at least.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Hey, if you want to go there, right? In the last 5 years, get this right. True stat for you. In the last 5 years, Chelsea, Man United, and Arsenal. Yeah. Chelsea, in terms of net spend, Chelsea has spent £400 million more than Manchester City. Man United has spent £300 million more. And look where they are in the table.
Yeah.
And Arsenal have spent £200 million more. No, it's 3, 4, and 5. So, yeah.
Yeah. You know what though? I don't care about that. Like I joke about it sometimes. It's like I don't care about that much.
The point I'm trying to make is the fact that they're a club run on really, really poor decisions, and they call everybody around them cheaters. Like, why don't you look at your own club and the fact that you're giving out M&S gift cards and sending out letters to your fans asking how you can make money? Your club's an absolute disgrace. If you want to start talking about teams that have cheated, why not take a look at yourselves? Because they're the only ones that have been found guilty of any unlawfulness in either the league or the Champions League over the last.
Forest and Everton as well.
They're the only ones that have been found guilty. We have a lot of charges overhanging our heads, but we haven't been found guilty of anything yet. End of the day, in this country, you're innocent until you're proven guilty.
Yeah.
There's only one team that's been found guilty.
Yeah. Look, we're guilty, mate, but nothing's going to change for us, is it? So.
You know what though? I have a quote on my OBS, and it's the quote: "If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying." And I just keep using that quote. Like I don't even care if we cheat, as long as we get away with it at this point. Because like I don't care. Like I really don't care. Like don't try to do this model thing with me about like football and stuff. Either we cheat or we don't. We will never know. It's the only thing we'll know if the result is of the case. And I don't care.
Rob,
like I really don't. Like as long as we don't get done, I really don't care.
Idea. It is because we're just getting comments of people who are still in the stream still. I could just leave the next stream right now. Like you don't have to be here, guys. You don't have to be here. No integrity. Look, honestly, mate. Football ain't that deep. Never has been that deep. We're not lawyers, mate. I'm literally here to watch my team play football.
And a very well-run team. Let's just put it that way. A very well-run team that have made the correct business decisions when we needed to make the correct business decisions.
I'm not going to block you. At the end of the day, right? I'm not going to block you because at the end of the day, right? You aren't.
Oh no! Keep him in there. Keep him in there. It's funny to see.
Yeah.
It's funny to see them hiding behind their tears. It's so funny.
Yeah.
She's on the door.
I'm a doll.
Maybe she'll come to the blue half of Manchester.
Yeah.
She'll keep her words.
We don't take second-hand handouts. That's what they do. They're the ones that go after our sloppy seconds in our hiring them as a CEO and everything else. So yeah, let them crack on. End of the day, they're 14th, 15th in the league. Like seriously irrelevant. Who gives a shit?
DC, exactly. Thank you all for chatting away.
You know what's funniest though? For me with Man United, like they've been sold this dream by Jim Ratcliffe. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna bring you back to greatness, and they've gotten worse. They've actually gotten worse. Like management-wise, they've gotten worse as well. And you know one thing, yeah? Like you can talk about Man City spending, and sure, Man City has some stinkers. 100 million on Jack Grealish. I mean, let's be honest, it's insane.
In the last 5 years, you want to talk about City spending. In the last 5 years, Man City have, from on net spend, which let's face it, net spend's the only real thing that's important because that's what matches up against profit and loss. Man City have spent 191 million pounds. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I'll get you the exact numbers up right now. I'll get you the exact
100 million of that is Grealish.
I'll get you the exact numbers up. Literally, give me 1 second. It's right here.
Yeah,
that's true, by the way.
Numbers, yeah? Actually, got the numbers. I'll just say, yeah, we have had some sinkers. We absolutely have. But if you look at Man City, we buy very well. Generally speaking, we buy very well. We've bought Jumaba, absolute steal. I watched his debut at Valladolid, and I was sold already. And he, I tell you, yeah, he's an absolute steal for the amount we got him. Kusunov, he's been quite good for the fee we've gotten him.
You ready for this?
Go ahead.
I can even give you the pence. How about that?
It goes that detailed.
Well, no, it's not the pence. 119 million and 0.52, so 520,000. Yeah. So 119 million City have spent, yeah, in the last five years. Get this. 91. Get this. Man United, 581 million pounds from net spend.
Mine's the gap.
In the last 5 years.
By the way, just to point out, by the way.
Second highest.
Yes, you win a cup this year, but so did Bodo Glimt. So could you Garden. So a lot of teams, by the way. So that's kind of like, yeah, well done. But you haven't won anything yet, have you?
So good Spurs.
Exactly. 16th place Tottenham.
I actually want Tottenham to win the cup. Europa League.
That's a bit of a relegation battle, isn't it? Spurs versus United for the Mickey Mouse Trophy.
I hope Tottenham win the Europa League because if they
no one does.
Will keep
one tells the truth on how much better players.
Yeah, because it's not like officially recorded anywhere. Do you know what I mean,
bro? People mean. Look, I'll say it now. Owners probably involved with stuff. Serve your owners. Rich people, billionaires, always do this stuff. Let's not pretend that everyone's innocent, right? It's money.
The problem is, right? The problem is the problem is, right? Hear me out. Growing up, yeah, I'll be real now. Growing up as a City fan, United pretty much ruined my childhood. Growing up, yeah, I'm happy to admit that. We were always second best. Fine, whatever. But over the last 10 years, in particular, especially under Pep in the last 10 years, but you know, you can go on under the previous ownership, whatever. Because this is what people forget. People forget that we were originally taken over by Thaksin Shinawatra. He was our first owner, and he was forced into selling the club because of personal dealings, because whatever. So that's the reason why the Sheikh bought it. So people think that we've just gone from Sean Goater all the way to Sheikh Mansour, but that's not the case. Like there's quite a significant bit in the middle which people seem to forget about. But anyway, over the last 15 years, tables have turned. Now people say to me, "Oh, they need to get back to the United way and this, that, and the other." But prior to Fergie and since Fergie, you know, obviously with the exception of Matt Busby and you know, going way back, what actually is the United way? Because there's only ever been one manager, bar Matt Busby, that's actually done anything for you. Mm-hmm. So realistically, did Alex Ferguson overachieve? Because United are actually gash. Is what we're seeing now actually the United way, and that Fergie actually just overachieved? But anyway, that all aside, it's not like we've been doing this for like 5 years. We've been consecutively winning leagues, winning trophies year after year after year. And for me, the bitterness comes from the fact that they're irrelevant now. You look at all of these fan bases. You've got Arsenal, you've got Liverpool, you've got United, you've got Chelsea. Whoever. They all want us kicking out of the league because we are so far ahead, or have been so far ahead of the rest of these teams that they can't compete. And it's been done through good business decisions that we've made. Any of them could have signed Erling Haaland for £52 million. Any of them.
Yeah.
Any of those teams could have signed Erling Haaland. Any of those teams, if they wanted to, could have signed Kevin De Bruyne for £60 million. Any of them. You're not talking stupidly high transfer fees, with the exception of Jack Grealish, but that hasn't worked out, which is fine. But you look at the business that we've done. None of the business that we've done really has been signing superstar signings. We signed Ruben Diaz. We signed Nathan Ake from Bournemouth.
That was probably one of the only, like excluding Haaland and De Bruyne, it's probably only Davis.
You even have a look at Bernardo Silva. He wasn't an exceptionally high transfer fee. Any of these teams could have signed these players, but they chose not to. They decided to go and sign the Haaland of Wish and signed Højlund, who in his entire United career doesn't even have more goals than Haaland's had in his first City season. If anyone could have signed these players, but they didn't. So, who's really to blame? Because it ain't us. We've just made seriously good business decisions at the right times. Yeah, you look at this season, you go, okay, well, going into the summer, we're probably going to sign Wirtz for 120 million, 130 million, whatever the fee is. But then you've got him for the next 10 years. Whereas United, didn't United spend something like 70 million on Casemiro?
70 million on Casemiro and 60 million on Højlund.
And 80 million on Anthony, who's now playing at Real Betis.
And playing better at Real Betis, by the way.
So, you look at it, right? Højlund cost more than Haaland.
Yeah.
Why don't you just go and get Haaland?
By the way, just to go back to I Am Titanium's question there. So, how many great managers have you had? Tom Maley. Now, most City fans don't know him. He's the Man City manager that, they called it a secretary back then, but it's a manager who got Man City to win the 1904 FA Cup. Billy Meredith goal, for those who don't know. Most people don't know who Billy Meredith is, actually. He's considered one of the first superstars of football. So, I'll also go with Tom Maley as my first. I'll go with Joe Mercer as my second. I'll go with Mancini, because Mancini was a very good manager. Pellegrini, I don't think is a great manager. I think he's a good manager, but not quite great. And then I'll go with Pep for my fourth. So that's 4. So there's no denying that Man United has more history than Man City. Like, come on, it's delusional to say otherwise. But one thing that we do have to say is your future, it looks grim, just saying. So don't worry about history, worry about your future.
Thanks, Steve, mate. Much appreciated. Thank you. Hopefully Sunday is a good result Sunday. It will be. The thing is, guys, if you're commenting subtitles and muting, right, you're still in the stream. So, just like, I mean, cheers for the interactions. I do appreciate it. Thank you. But you're just wasting your own time there, because everything you guys are saying, we've heard literally thousands of times in other streams that we're not, that are different anyway.
Quick question for you. Out of the two Manchester clubs, who were the first to win a trophy?
I already spoiled that earlier.
Out of the two Manchester clubs, who were the first to win a trophy?
See.
So you want to talk about history? We can go back history if you want to. Their history is from Fergie era, and that's it. Like our history, if you want to talk real history, let's go back years, because we got time. So
the thing is, right? You call it
by the
out,
way, Man United's history. Man United's history. Didn't they play at our stadium for a while? Because what was it? They had financial problems. They had to share our stadium.
Yeah, Main Road, yeah. The thing is, calling Alf a she, by the way, as much as you want to think that's taking the piss, it really isn't. Exactly. See, let's get back to the real topics now. It's Rob United now, because it's not the point of the dream. But if someone crack on, guys, crack on. Listen to him to a beauty stream. Well done. 11 cheaters is the lineup. Well, yeah.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. What can I say?
Exactly.
we be Armstrong over here. 5 Tour de France in a row.
I mean, look, it's true. It isn't your circuit. As our circuit's not clowns, but you got your own ones that are lower down the league. So it's we'll let you deal with your circus and your new circus tent being built in your new ground. Have fun, lads. Big up, Steve. How you doing, my friend?
To be fair to Man United here, at least they're being creative. It looks awful, but at least they're trying to be creative.
Yeah,
because one thing as a football fan, forget club for the moment. Forget club as a moment. Think about football. Yeah, just football in general. They really need to make more variety of stadiums. All the stadiums look the same nowadays. It's boring. Like if you go to La Liga, the stadiums look different. But in England, it's like carbon copy everywhere.
Yeah. Big up, Steve. I saw you were on South Stand when we started about earlier on, so I'll give it a watch back after I'm done. But everyone good, my friend. What are you taking on transfer targets, people? I think they're pretty good. Like, again, it's still our speculation right now on shot the targets. We've got to give us a little bit of time to see what happened to them. But I think the club, have got the right players on the list. It's just now down to them getting sorted out and players out the door as well. So I'm kind of like, as I said to Alpha on the other stream, we got to just see what happens. And I think, and again, there's an important game Sunday to worry about. I'm about transfers right now. I think about all the games coming up first before we worry about the next season. It's still on mute. Fair enough. Hey, look, if you want to spend your evening watching a stream sound on, crack on, mate. I hear what you're saying. Fair enough. Cheers, mate. You too.
But wait. I'm actually confused. He has this stream on right now, on mute.
He's actually spending his time watching stream on mute, apparently. Hey, fair enough. It's about almost about 10 p.m. at night on a Friday evening.
Well, he could be from somewhere else, to be fair.
It's very true, yeah. It's the most. Oh,
why?
Joe, what? Fair enough. Yeah, no, big up, Steve, man. Much appreciated. Look, well, what we'll do at some point is we'll actually. I'm not sure if you're out, mate, right now, or you're busy, whatever. But we'll try and get you on soon. To have a Joe, what? Do a stream finally with you, Alf, and Steve. That would be a very good stream, actually, because it'd be a good little. I think because the thing is, like Steve is a. is opening out to sell you, Alf. So it'd be good to have a good chat about a few things and see where both
Oh,
you're
you
aligned.
think
But
so?
yeah, well, yeah, you
Yeah.
both are. It will be a good stream actually. We'll do it at some point. Football's gone more boring. Yeah, it has got more boring recently. Definitely, in other leagues different, but in recent football, like with financial stuff, it's like the bollocks. Yeah. Come back. I wasn't called you for bed yet.
Honestly, yeah. I watched the championship game, and I watched whole City. Wouldn't they play again? I don't know, but man, oh my god, I was sitting falling asleep. I was sitting here trying not to fall asleep during that watch along. Oh, happy early birthday! Didn't know it was your.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm 25 Monday, so that'll be hopefully we actually get results on Sunday because I don't want to be bloody, and to bloody endure a loss to bloody Forest for the rest of the week, but that'll be good.
Right, so lineups for Forest. I think the lineup for Forest will be the exact same as Aston Villa, except Nico Gonzalez will play, but I don't know who will be dropped for Nico Gonzalez. I think probably Bernardo or Gundogan, one or the other.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. No, I'll be honest with you, I think I can see Nick could be a different team on Sunday. I think it will be a much more of a balanced midfield compared to the Villa one. I think probably we'll see. I want to see Kovacic play on Sunday. I think he's been playing well recently. I mean, Bruyne starts again, or do you want him on the bench? Me too. What do you think?
I think he has to start.
I'm like
we don't
like...
have many creative options. Yeah, I think it's either him or Foden, and out of the two, I know who I'm picking.
I need to bring back goatee era. When I had the goatee, I need to bring that back.
The goat. Oh yeah, I'm the goat actually.
I need to bring that back. Because Steve's man taking the piss, bro. Now back up to Steve though. My thing with Kevin is, at one side, I don't want him to play 20 games in a row because I know he'll get tired, and then he'll play very poorly. I want him to be more fit for the Bournemouth, Fulham at the end of the season. At the other side, we kind of need him against Forest, don't we?
We need a clutch player. Let's have a look. KDB sound. Is it KDB sound bound? I think
Probably.
no. I think we're going to America. I think. I can't see him going to Saudi Arabia.
KDB to Bruges. You guys are Cal Joyce.
I mean, wasn't he a Henk player?
Henk.
Was it Henk?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I'm terrible. Yeah. Now, wish I grew a proper beard. Eh? Well, Steve, one day it happens at some point. You just got to keep trying, mate. All of us get there in the end of beards.
You know what I'll do, Steve? Yeah, you know what I'll do. I'll shave off my beard and I'll donate it to you, like kind of like a wig, but for your like face. Actually, they do make that, you know.
Yeah. Right. The thing is, right, I think for him, right, staying in the Premier League for me isn't the right way to go for him. I think he's better off just going to a league. Yeah. Hold on.
You've been on and out already.
Right.
Flies
Yeah.
in.
There you go. Unfortunately, guys, I had to went a little bit too far. Sorry, I'm not having abuse for people, mate, in this chat, but it's all well good having banter. But if you start going towards weight stuff, and I'm not interested if it's me or you or Bev or whatever, I'm not having it. All right, look, it gets to a point where if you're generally in your time muting this stream, mute, watching a stream on mute, apparently, which is very weird in itself. And then just be abusive. That's when it goes.
I mean, I'd love him to say it to my face, like. I would love him to say it to my face.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm not
Sits
doing that.
behind some fake account.
Yeah. No, look, and Joe, and to Rich, right? Look, I don't know. It isn't your fault, mate. Who comments in the chat? Like in the day, right? Look, it's people who watch your channel, mate. It's not yourself. It's people on YouTube, man. I say what I want to say at the end of the day, and I think in this channel we have rules for a reason. You know, it's all a bit of banter and a bit of back and forth. But if you start being abusive and being personal, then you get blocked. Exactly. Well, no, it wasn't you, bro. It was the other guy. You're fine, actually. You're actually okay. It's just the
He's chill. A bit of banter, but he's chill.
Yeah, you're fine though, mate. It's the other people and the other guy's stream was a bit horrible, but we'll
Hey, the sound of the channel. The sound of the channel.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah, but apparently there is that. Well, yeah, it's weird. It's weird how someone that says is watching on me, commenting still on the stream.
He's a lip reader.
Must be, yeah, must be. But we'll obviously end a little bit anyway. It's gonna be a long one anyway. But exactly, Steve. Exactly. You yourself, Steve, as a mod yourself, mate, we don't allow that kind of stuff. Like banter, we will obviously allow that. Crack on. We'll banter back and forth. But we're not going to be accepting people just abusive, but like just doing it subtly because I can read that stuff and so can everyone in the chat. Oh, now back off now. But
hey, Rosa. The Belgian Tottenham is top of the league right now. You have not seen how these men bottled a title. We will be dead.
Yeah. Joe, right.
Well,
I say it's a long one still. We'll end a little bit, but we'll just sort of just do a quick forest prediction and chat about that. I mean, where do you feel yourself? I mean, obviously, I know obviously 1-2-1 yourself, right? But do you think did you feel it'll be a very intense game? Or do you think it'll be quite an interesting one?
I think the Forest game will actually be very boring to watch. I think it will be a very boring game because what Forest is going to want to do is they're going to want to sit back and counter, and Man City are not going to want to concede. So what we're going to do is we will hold on to the ball, we'll pass it left, right, like a military drill, which takes the piss out of me, but that's what we do. And it will just be very slow. The first half will feel slow, lethargic, and I think it's going to need a moment to wake up a bit. I think after about 20-30 minutes, Forza is going to come out more, try to press more. And it's when Forza starts to come out more and tries to press more, I think, that we're really going to see the game really start off. And I'm hoping that Man City just stay focused because we've had that problem of focus in it throughout the season. And if we stay focused and Forza makes a mistake trying to press too much, because they can't stay in a shell all game. Like, listen, it's a big pitch. You can't defend all game. You can't defend all game at Wembley. You will concede at some point. So if they come out of their shell a bit and they're a bit too eager, I think we should be able to play through them if we have the right players on midfield. Nico Gonzalez will be crucial there to play around that pressure as well and to stop any counters as well. So I think we'll have a lot of the ball. I think it will be very dull to watch, and I think we'll get a goal. And once we get a goal, Forest is going to start coming back. They're going to start going forward. They're going to try to do something. And from there on out, it's going to be more interesting to watch because you know how teams do this, isn't it? They will sit back all game. They concede. Oh, last 5 minutes of the game, let's go for it. And it's very boring to watch, isn't it? And I think that's what we're going to see.
Yeah, no, exactly. Before we end, make sure people to leave a like if you haven't already and subscribe if you haven't already. We're 9 subs away from 1.1k, which obviously is next minimum goal at the moment. Trying to get towards 2k for the year. We'll see how we do on that. But obviously, we're doing all right so far, about almost 1/10 of the way there. So, anyone liking and sort of sharing it around, you guys support so far. And Joe, what, Steve? I think you're right. I think the thing is, I think the way we're playing at the moment, we're very confident, or we're getting the confidence back per se. I think for a while now we're very reserved, and we're very not not wanting to come out too early. But I think now that we're starting to do that a lot more now, I think we'll start being a bit more aggressive from the start than we were originally. I think it's all about building confidence back up. Look, obviously, Forest aren't going to fear us yet because that fear isn't there yet. We haven't got the fear factor back on us yet. We've got to earn that back. But if we can beat Forest in a convincing way, then we've got every chance of going on to win the whole. But it's going to be about chances as well are going to be important. You need to make sure that wherever we get, take it. Can't be what mucking around, and the longer the game's 0-0, Forest have a chance of winning it. So it's all about taking chances when they happen. I think I would go to the same team that played against Villa. Maybe a little change here and there depending on in the playing, but I think Marmoush should start again. If Haaland is anywhere, well, obviously not anyway, but even if he was fit, I wouldn't necessarily play him at all because game like Sunday and the intensity of it, it's just not a good idea to start putting something hard back into the game for an injury.
Yeah.
Big up, Steve.
Say, yeah. Go.
Yeah. Big up. Yeah. You go.
I will call that. I will call that. Thank you. Did you freeze? Or did I freeze? Oh, okay.
No.
Get back. Okay. Right. So what I was going to say on Forest, we will have chances. If we scored out chances and be clinical, there should be no chance for Forest, respectfully, because we've talked about this earlier, haven't we? It's a big occasion to go and play in Wembley, and most of the other players have never played there. Even Doku, we have Doku off the bench. Doku has played at Wembley before, has scored a goal in the final before. I mean, we lost, but he's done it there before, off the bench. We've got players off the bench who have experience in Wembley. We've got players to start who have experience at Wembley. And I think that should carry it through. Clinicality, I think players always have a bit of extra touch for these big games. And it's the players who get nervous for these type of games, that don't have the experience, that get nervous for these games. And I think that we're going to see Forest be nervous. We're not going to see the best Forest. We won't. Forest won't be at their best.
A big up feed, by the way. Make sure to, if you haven't already, make sure to go and listen to the entire podcast. They're just episode 6 this week. They're on episode 7. Obviously, and they're doing a good job so far. Martin, Tone, and Feet at the moment. And a bit of feed as always for being in the chat when you can be. And yeah, our podcast. Well, the other podcast that me and Bev have been talking about for the past month now, is it? Something like that? It's meant to be starting in May. We're not going to say a day yet. We're still working on everything and all the graphics and that kind of stuff for it. But trust
coming
me,
soon.
It's coming soon. Yeah, coming soon. I'm not going to give you a reason. We did that and we fail. Ain't gonna look good on us if we get it wrong. So
I'm just going to say something. Yeah, just to interject. Doing YouTube. There's a lot more behind the scenes than people think. Saying.
Yeah, graphics, getting everything ready. It takes a while. You want to be ready for stuff when you do it. So trust me.
With this as well, this is a whole different kettle of fish. This is going to be massive. It's not something that's just going to happen overnight. It's something that's going to take a lot of time to get right, and we want it to be right from the get-go. And there's reasons for that, because off the back of it, other things are going to happen, which we're really, really excited about. So yeah, just watch this space. But yeah, there's a lot of work going into it, more than what anybody could expect.
again, like next season, this channel will obviously get updating graphics. Also got something here. I've got a green screen, which is really cool. I was given to it today. My mum, I work for a business. She's going to use it. So I thought, you know what, I'll take it. So I'm going to start doing some cool stuff hopefully soon with city backgrounds or something like that. So I'll be watch this space on that. I've got to work it out. But, yeah, so more stuff to come, which will be good. I'm looking forward to seeing if we can
Sleeping
do
at a
channel.
green screen.
I know, right? Yeah, bloody hell. Insanity. Do you know what? Big up Entertainment, by the way. I know you're obviously a United fan, but big up to you for being actually quite respectful in the chat. Obviously, a bit of banter, but big up to you for for keeping it, not being too personal and just keeping it as it is. And big up to you for having a chat and having a bit of banter with us. There's football. It's banter. It's not that deep. Never has been.
Yeah.
So big up to you. And always, Fee, always got support from us over my lifetime as well. I've dropped Alpha as well. We'll always go support you guys on what you're doing. You're doing a great job so far. I look forward to seeing as well what you have to come. Also, big up Tony and LB for bringing back the Waffle Show on Fridays. They're very fun to listen to. Especially them three. Just honestly, it's mad how three people in one show can just work well like that. But it's a big up for making it work. Yeah, exactly. So look, I think we'll end it there. Big game Sunday. I'm looking forward to seeing how we do. Obviously, I'll be on the day, so I'll probably do a match reaction. I'll upload it to YouTube probably the evening when I get back. Again, it's not going to be insane graphics and insane, but it's going to be me at a camera talking about the game, and then I'll try and get it up on the channel hopefully on Sunday evening or Monday morning. So that'll be good. Before I end, anything you want to say at all before we end the stream?
I can't respond to something Steve said.
Go on.
Alf trying to tell us about football in the 80s. I'm just gonna say the full 1986 FIFA World Cup has been uploaded to YouTube by FIFA. FIFA uploaded the full games to YouTube. They do that with every World Cup, actually. So if you ever want to watch a World Cup game in 1986, go watch England against Argentina, because it's shocking how terrible you guys have played. Since 1986, it's just your heritage, too. It's your heritage. Jose Mourinho. It's heritage. It's like Tottenham Hotspur. You're the Tottenham Hotspur of international football.
Well, one trophy, one World Cup.
Can't be a Tottenham without at least one
trophy. I wasn't even born then. No, was better, by the way.
I was there.
Oh yeah, you were there. Yeah,
I was the queen. I
thought you were a 15-year-old girl, Al.
Oh, girl now.
Yeah, we'll also watch space as well. Merchandise for the channel as well coming soon as well. We're working on that at the moment, so I'll be showing some visuals hopefully soon on that. Again, no guarantees yet, but we'll work on that. Steve, trust me, you will be. Hopefully, when you're back, we'll if you haven't seen it and you join the stream, what we'll do a stream over the summer, and you come back on the channel again, we'll send you a link to go and watch them, and you can sort of watch it. But we'll do an announcement video for it when we start up anyway. The 86 World Cup planning again, but I mean, well, I've got is it the Africa World Cup and the Brazil World Cup as ticket books, obviously, with me growing up. So yeah, my mum had the 84 and 86 and 88, and actually had quite a few of the books growing up. So yeah,
if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Big up Mario. That statement. That's so true. On now. Right, we'll end it there. I think I've done 2 streams today, so has Alf, so we're both a bit delirious now. Yeah. Bevo's mentioned me saying he had to shoot quickly to sort something out, but if you guys want support as well, we'll see you guys again for another stream next week. I'm not sure when. We'll work out. Obviously, we'll do the proper review. Hopefully, get some people to have a pretty good chat about the game. Obviously, depending on the result. So, guys, make sure also for you as well. sub to Alf, please, and get him to 1K ASAP. He deserves it. I'll leave a link in the. I'll leave this link now, actually, so you guys can go over and subscribe to him now, because Joe, what, he deserves it. I don't get.
Hey,
I will
I've
say.
been a good boy. Nah, thank you, though. Thank you.
No, but mate, look, honestly, like, you know, you people don't understand, right? You do what like watch longs pretty much every day, don't you? At this point, depending on what's on. So you work your
I
ass
do
off.
watch longs every day that it's football, basically. I even did Brazilian league watch longs when there wasn't anything else to watch. Just to get some watch longs in.
Right, hold on. I'll try and find bloody YouTube being. It feel like how YouTube's really slow when I'm trying to bloody get the other work. Right, I've got this link here. Right, there you go. I'll put the link in the description now, so people can go over. And I'll do a redirect over to This Is City. He's doing a show right now as well, so you guys can go
big
over
up to Liam.
Big up to Liam as well. He's a great guy. Hold on. Hold on, bear with me. We've got to quickly sort out. Sorry, people, bear with me. I'm just trying to get the bloody thing age to load up. Ooh. All right.
Luke,
Yeah. What?
check the thing I've sent you on Twitter.
I'll check it now. Hold on.
You don't even need to speak Dutch to understand that one.
For God's sake. Brilliant. Hold on. Where is it? There you go. Come on. It's being very slow. Come on.
Lights out. Noted on.
There you go. I have to redirect. This is City live right now. So that's all sorted. I'll make sure I save that. So that goes through. Right. Cool. That's been saved. Right. Brilliant. To be fair, the waffles are lovely. I'm about Belgium again to have some proper waffles. Definitely not the British stuff that you get in the shops.
You know what? Yeah. One of my grandpa's friends, via I know, but one of my grandpa's friends was the previous mayor of Mullenbeke. It's a small town like in the south of West Flanders. I'm more north, but like. He was a friend with the mayor of Mullenbeke, and the mayor of Mullenbeke had a waffle company. It's called Davy Foods, and we used to get some waffles from Davy Foods back in the day when he was still when we were still in contact. So we used to get a lot of free waffles.
Fair play. Cheers, Steve. Well, look, Steve, if it is the last time we see you in the stream for a bit, mate, I hope everything goes okay, and hopefully we'll see you soon. See very soon. Hope everything. I know, obviously, it's not. Apparently, it's not too serious, which is good. But obviously, wish you all the best, mate, and hopefully, you get yourself through that, and we'll see you again soon on the stream. On the streams very soon. Obviously, you're often obviously on stream, LB streams. You're often quite everywhere with people, especially if you're like from America as well. So big up to you, mate, for being so supportive of us. And we'll see you very soon, mate. For everyone, you're doing over to Liam This Is City for a stream right now, and we'll see you guys next week for the review of Forest. Take people with the rest of your weekend. Take care.